Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Just in time for the holiday. Netflix has released what I'm sure will be an annual event in all of our households, Jennifer Lopez's The Mother. Now, I can't complain too much because I've been wanting her to do something relatively challenging since Hustlers, and I guess this kind of qualifies. It's not part of her usual rom-com formula, so there's something, right? I mean, we're moving in a direction of a kind, I guess. Anyway, this has audio description on Netflix, in case you were wondering. Of course it does, because it's a Netflix original. And she somehow dragged Josephine's Gael Garcia Bernal, Amari Hardwick, and Edie Falco along for the ride with her. She plays a woman with a very particular set of skills that she's acquired over a long period of time. Anyway, who has to protect her daughter. It's taken, basically. There's even a thing in here about human trafficking, just in case you didn't realize where this movie came from. I don't even remember if we made movies like Taken before Taken, but it's funny that every time since Taken, I'm like, it's Taken. It's just Taken. It's a parent that has an unusually knowledgeable set of skills that becomes useful, and she is far more badass than really she ever should be in life. But yeah, the film makes sure to list her credentials to you at one point, and so that she knows her, and they know like her kill death ratio. It's like tracking somebody who plays Call of Duty, and they know how far away she can snipe somebody, and but I guess she got caught up in this drug world, which became a human trafficking world, and she wanted out. But she was pregnant with someone's kid. We're not really sure who, because there's a couple bad guys at this point. Could be any of them. And she wants out and is willing to give some information. And eventually she does get out, and she has her baby. And but she realizes and is convinced by Edie Falco, and what seems to be Edie Falco's only purpose in life is to tell people that they can't be a mother. In this film, I mean, she's here for like 5 seconds. She's like, she's not safe with you. And she lets somebody else raise her kid. She kind of just watches from afar and goes and becomes like a recluse out in the woods. And it's just so funny to think of Jennifer Lopez. We think of these like outdoorsy, woodsy types, that are out there. Nobody has ever pictured Jennifer Lopez. Nobody has ever pictured anybody who's ever looked like Jennifer Lopez. Just wandering around the woods, hunting and gathering. It's not the person that no one has ever pictured anyone like that. But that's what it is. She's wandering around because she can't be around people, and she doesn't want to draw attention because there's still some bad people out there. So she's completely stayed away from her daughter. Somehow, inexplicably, though, the past catches up to her. And when it does, well, the mother has to step in. She doesn't have a name, by the way. She's the mother. The film actually goes extensively out of its way to make sure that they never use a name for her, and she is the mother the whole time. They work with just pronouns when necessary. And in the audio description, she will be referred to as the mother for the duration of the film. That is her name, the mother. So, if you think that's cool, then fine, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry life has disappointed you so much that the fact that she doesn't have a name is cool. I don't know what happened to this film. I really just I don't know. I don't know why Jennifer Lopez read this script and was like, yes, this. I don't know why Jennifer Lopez reads the scripts to half the movies she ends up being in. I want somebody to just choose films for her. I want somebody who understands Jennifer Lopez. Like, we should vote. Can we vote on somebody to pick films for Jennifer Lopez? Whoever got her into Hustlers, that person gets to pick the rest of the films for the rest of her career, because she's not very good at picking her own films. She's got like a 1 in 10 ratio or something. I don't know. I like this because it's a stretch for her, because it's not her usual rom-com fluff, and she attacks this with the kind of level of seriousness that we don't usually get from her, and haven't gotten from her really in a while, at least since Hustlers, and probably really even before that. I'm trying to think of the last time we really saw her do this, and I'm thinking maybe like Enough, like way back. She's really trying something out here. It's very, I don't know, what do I want to say? Zoe Saldana and Colombiana. It's very action heroine type role where it's based around her, and she is the badass. And she is more badass than all of the men in the film. Like, it's one of those films for people who like to see women kick some serious ass. She's very much a strong female lead. So, if that bothers you, again, I can't help you. But maybe this film can. I don't know. It's not great. It's not a great film. This is where I have to kind of talk a little bit spoilery, but I'm not going to reveal like who dies or anything like that. But I have to talk about how the film is constructed in a way that you understand why I didn't like it. So the film starts off kind of without giving you much information. You just kind of meet the mother, and these agents are talking to her, and then some shit goes down, and you realize that she knows her shit, and she's got, skills, and then we sort of like fast forward. There's the birth has happened, and we get through the whole thing about her giving away the child. Fine, great. And then, we're back, and kid's in danger. There's no real explanation of how or why. Kid's just in danger. Just is. And so she has to try to protect her. Oh, it doesn't work. So they've got her kid. Then she has to go get her kid. And anyway, at one point in the film, it's just her and her kid in the woods. Like, she took her out to the woods, and they're living together for far too long in this film. Like, the runtime of the film is basically these two, and not only is her kid instantly unlikable, I didn't think she was that great of an actress. I don't like to say bad things about kids, but she was just wrong for the film. I think she's fine for like other projects. She was wrong for this role, wrong for the film. So like it's like the whole dynamic was thrown off when this kid started having dialogue, and then when they started doing these weird scenes between Lopez and this child who's out there in the woods, and who's like, I'm not eating Bambi's mother. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who is this child? Who wrote her? Who wrote this child? Who wrote this child? First of all, you've been kidnapped. She's not scarred at all. Like, she's not even... At first, when Jennifer Lopez comes to rescue her, she's like resistant to being rescued. She's like, I don't know you. Who are you? And what did you expect? Your actual foster mom with no set of skills to come and find you? Like, what? This kid is so annoying. And Jennifer Lopez goes out of her way to try to cater to her every whim. And it's like having, I don't know, it's like it's also trying to say something about how children are currently. You know what I'm saying? Like how somehow we failed by raising our kids this way. She's obnoxious. And the two are so clashing in personality types, and we spend so much unnecessary time exploring this dynamic that is pointless based on the ending of this film. That's absolutely pointless. I hated it. I hated like the middle part of this film. I was just like, can we please just move along? And then the film comes back with the third act, and the third act isn't great. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest and say there was a point in the film where I was like, oh man, this feels like we're ending. I looked at the film and I didn't know where I was at, so I paused on my Netflix so it could tell me how much time was remaining. It was like 1 hour and 10 minutes remaining. I was like, what the, what could possibly happen for an hour and 10 minutes past this point? And I found out, and I hated it. I hated it so much. Like most of that, the last hour and 10 minutes is various forms of terrible. The front half of the film is actually not bad. If they had just cut this film in half, it would have been really short, but actually might have been pretty good. If it might have been fine. But yeah, no, it's in its current state, it's not a good film. I'm sorry. I actually enjoy Jennifer Lopez. I'm always rooting for her to actually be in good movies. I think she's phenomenal. I look back to Out of Sight and I go, there's a girl with talent. You know, there's a girl she's likable, she's funny. And if you put her in the right film with the right script, the world is hers. That does not happen very often. It really does not. So anyway, the audio description here is actually really interesting. I liked the narrator because she seemed to really match the tone of the film in the way that she was like aggressively pissed off. And I mean that in a good way. She seemed she seemed sort of like she was trying to match like the tone of like an action hero. So the mother goes in and finds there's a man there and kicks him in the throat. I don't know. It felt like she was trying really hard to do action movie narration. And like she was leaning into it, you know, like this was her action voice versus her, period drama voice. Yeah, I mean, her voice on other things, if this is the only thing she can do, would be inappropriate. You know, I mean, I would have not wanted her to narrate like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. But she's great for this. The narration's written out fairly well. There are a lot of action sequences without a lot of dialogue, so we get them all fairly well described. So you know who's being shot where and who's being stabbed where and who's sneaking up where, and did they cut the power in time, and did they oh my god, that person's on fire. I mean, it's a whole bunch of different things. Lots of stuff about guns and all that kind of stuff, and it's all put in there. There's some stuff about some descriptions of characters, so you get a few little things. They do kind of start out by trying to describe everybody as if you've never seen them before. So if you're blind and have always been blind and you have no idea what Jennifer Lopez looks like, you'll be fine. Like they do give a good college try at pretending like Jennifer Lopez is just some regular actress and starting to describe her from the very beginning. You know. And I would say the place where the film lacks is if you're hoping for a lot of clothing description. It's modern, it's everyday, and the film is very much, it does not care what you're wearing unless it's tactical. So it's not going to go out of their way to be like, Zoe comes out of the house and oh my god, she is wearing the cutest little pink dress in the entire world. It's just, it does not care. It can't be bothered with that. So if you look for films like, no, that's not the point of this film. The point of this film is to tell you who just got shot in the head and to make sure that you know how and why. So, and to aggressively remind you that they intentionally are not naming this character. They're going out of the way so that she can be like the equalizer. You know what I'm saying? Like she could just be this mythological figure called the Mother from here on out. This feels like something they'll make a sequel to. The Mother 2, more mothering. The Mother 2, mother harder. The Mother 2, motherfucker. I hope they don't make a sequel because I didn't really like the first one. But like I said, it starts off good. I actually had hopes. I did. I really did. I was in it. I was like, yes, okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. This is working. I'm working. This is working. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. The child's oh no. Oh God, she's entitled. Oh, I can't do this anymore. And I just lost it. So I'm gonna give the Mother. I'm gonna give the Mother a D plus. There's like an hour and 10 minutes of this film that I didn't like, basically. Like half the film, where I just wanted the film to end. Like I wish I had. Honestly, if I could go back and do it again, I would come up with the exact timestamp for you guys and just be like, just stop the movie there, and just walk away, and it'll be fine, and just make up like a little ending in your head, like a little like 2 minutes that didn't happen, and be like, oh, well, this is in my lifetime ever after, and you'll be fine. The last half of this movie is garbage. It's stupid. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and hope you enjoy your Mother's Day. Hope I made it a little bit better for you. Whether Mother's Day to you is the celebration of a mother figure in your life, or Mother's Day means you're going to watch The Mother today, so it's Mother's Day. Whatever it is. Thanks for being here, and please click that subscribe button because I asked, because I'm a nice guy. I also have a website, macmovieguy.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, macmovieguy. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org. It'll let you know who's doing narration for your favorite films and television series. And you can go to the ADNA.org. That's the ADNA.org. It'll let you know who... Oh, that's the one that'll let you know. The other one just lets you know what has audio description and where. I messed that up. I'm going to leave that in, though, because I'm flawed. We're all flawed. Even Jennifer Lopez. I'm sure. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's something about her that's flawed. You know what? She probably wears Crocs. I'm going to guess that's her deep shame. She doesn't want people to know she wears Crocs. I'm betting. Anyway, that's it for me. I will review something else for you guys. And see you on the other side.